This is Josiah Plays Divinity Original Sin 2. Alright, I guess we just need to tell her
Where are you, darling?
that her kid is dead and call it a day. Pretty disappointing.
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl?
I've heard that Irma passed some time ago in a void-woken attack.
You've been talking to that snake, Jeff, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. Totally sick. To torture a mother so. You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma isn't. What Jess says is a lie. You hear me? Irma?
And that completes the quest. We discovered that Farah has been unable to accept the death of her daughter. There's nothing more that we can do. And there's nothing else I can do with any of these other than just leave the island. So I'm done. I'm officially done with Fort Joy. With whatever this island is called. Reaper's Eye. Reaper's Eye. Act 1 of the game. Officially done. Only thing I'm going to do super fast before I leave is talk to Sahila again. I don't think there's actually any reason for me to, but I'm going to just to see what she says now that I'm ready to actually leave. I mean, she's not going to say anything different, but I should see if Callius has any good
The
stuff.
soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you.
Callius, what a shitty weapon. Sundering cleaver. I had a sundering cleaver. Spent a fuckload of money on it, and then right afterwards I got my purple axe. Yeah, no, I don't care to do any commerce at this time. What's up, Pizza Vu? Let's just talk to Sahela real quick. She's like the elven princess or something.
You go. You survive the journey. I see it. And thank you.
That's all she has to say.
I see it.
Alright, I'll take the journey. Don't trip. Yeah, you spend everything on a good weapon, then you find a great weapon soon after. I know, right? I mean, it was like a few minutes later. No joke. It was like a few fucking minutes. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna spend like 2,200 gold on this thing. A few minutes later, I find something better. I was like, fuck. Alright, time to go back. It's time to leave. I'm really excited. I've been on Act 1 on this one fucking map. By the way, this map looks small right here, but this is actually pretty fucking big. It takes quite a while to run around all this. But I've been on this one fucking map for 65 hours plus of gameplay. I'm really excited that I get to move on to the next act now. Looks like we're taking her little boat. Thank you for tanking for me, Drill Worm. Alright, time to save. Finally leaving Fort Joy.
Let's go.
Alright, let's board the boat.
Malady grabs the vessel with 2 hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Ooh,
Tired
here we go.
but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
There can be only one. Which one of us will be the divine? Spoiler alert, it's gonna be my main character. Then again, maybe not. Maybe I'll get a choice at the end, and I'll choose to make somebody else the divine.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Why is there a dead Geist right there? I have no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious a duty as those dead magisters held.
I'll be damned if I ever set foot on that island again. Don't care who I have to bury.
A hard-fought freedom, sure. But if spilling blood is bad, it shouldn't be so agreeable.
I love Sabille.
What were they thinking, standing against an Eternal? I almost pity the poor, ignorant beasts. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
Wait, that's weird. I took Migo's ring from Fane, Fane's mask of the shapeshifter from Fane, and Face Ripper from Fane. Oh, because they just left my party. It's just me now. So whenever you kick a person out of your party and they have like plot essential items, you get them back. So it's just me. Still got my Blood Rose elixir on. Dead Geist. Dead Seeker, Dead Magister. Dead Magister. A lot of dead people here. I, the Godwoken, it must be the name of... In Fort Joy, I learned that the Magisters were willing to do anything to stop the Voidwoken, even resorting to the use of horrifying ancient weaponry against anyone who opposed them. I had to escape. Reaper's Eye proved to be rife with danger, but it also presented me with the most unlikely of allies, the gods themselves. As I tried to escape from the island, a vision of my god came to me. I was declared their champion, a Godwoken. It would fall to me to save the gods, and the world itself, from the forces of the void. I had to master the powers within me in order to do this, the powers of divinity. The vision ended, but I was imbued with a new power. What I was told must be true. I escaped aboard a captured Magister flagship, the Lady Vengeance. With Reaper's Eye behind me, I could pursue the great mission that I had received. Hooray for Race Wars. Yay, Race Wars. Chapter 3. I, the Godwoken. I met a half-elf named Malady, whose destiny seems tied to my own somehow. She confirmed that I am indeed a Godwoken. I must leave the island with her in order to pursue my destiny. My contract is complete. I didn't get a chance to ask the question that's been on my mind for years. You're not anti-anything, you're just pro-human? Yeah. Fuck you, we haven't. This pisses me off. This quest pisses me off. Do you know how you have to advance it here once you fight in the arena and win? It says talk to Thola the Thorny One to see what's next, which I did. The only option she gives you is fight your own party members. It's the only option you can have with her ever again. Except, it won't let you fight your own party members unless you're playing multiplayer with other human players. You have to be playing multiplayer in order to actually complete this fucking quest. And then it says some shit about I fully explored the fuck out of it. I just didn't have other players. I hate you. Alright, let's move on. Lady o' War. We have boarded the Lady Vengeance. The Seekers appear to have taken control of the ship after a battle with the Magisters on board. We should speak to someone to see what's to happen next. I read this. These are continuations. Malady has told us that we must seek out Meister Siva of the Seekers in order to learn what we must do next on our quest. Siva can be found in the village of Driftwood along Reaper's Coast. We should make contact with her as soon as possible. Amaro told us that Sahala is crucial to the ongoing existence of the elves. She can help them to survive persecution, the Voidwoken, and any other threats that they face. That's some bullshit. They pulled similar bullshit in Dead Space 3. Yeah. And all the rest of these are done. Okay. I, the Godwoken. Well, I can collect a bunch of loot here, apparently. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight some shit on this ship. Okay, there's usable fucking ballista. I have a feeling we're gonna be fighting that fucking Kraken. A sodden diary, a thin journal dampened by blood and salt water. Today is a momentous one. So momentous, in fact, that I have decided to start keeping a diary. To record my time on the Lady Vengeance. What's happening up here? Maeve. Did I just miss a conversation?
Pray to you for my seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
Okay, we've got an elf girl here praying to the elf god. He's just saying the same thing over and over, right?
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
Alright, let's read the book.
Blessings to our fallen.
So momentous, in fact, that I've decided to start keeping a diary to record my time on the Lady Vengeance, so that one day, should I have a family, my children and their children may know of my small involvement in these momentous times. So to begin, today the Divine Lady Dallas, Hammer of the Order, arrived on board. She swept by in all her momentous gloriousness, and I fancy that, as she glanced at me, a tiny smile twitched at the corner of her mouth. The Hammer smiled at me. Possibly. Then she went to her stateroom, and she spoke to the doors. I did not hear the whole of the conversation, but I believe she spoke of the principle of fortitude, which is, of course, an important part of both the ethos of the Order and of maritime construction. The door seemed suitably inspired and opened for her. She glided inside, and we have not seen her since. A momentous day. Orders! We have orders! The ship is to see action. An evil band of rebels has landed on the island, and we are to destroy their ship, and perhaps them too. Tomorrow I shall recount the story of our glorious victory. Fortitude is the key. Fortitude shall open the doors. Alright, I get it. It's password for the doors. Password is fortitude. Yeah, this fucking ship map is way too complex and lovingly crafted that we're not going to have a fight here.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
Dead Kerbin? But Kerbin was with me! Well, actually, I don't mind. Look at all this good stuff I get back from him.
Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward.
I get Halorn's Blade.
From peril.
Pixie Dust. Dwarven... Ooh, a Poison Staff. Some Sewn Scale Armor. I sold him this Terramancer's Belt. I sold him this Illuminator. I sold him this bow as well. So I just got a bunch of valuable loot back from him. So I'm kind of glad he's dead. So, I mean, not to be a dick, but... Mage's Garment. Dead Seeker. Claw hammers, some nails. You know what? No. I'm done. I'm not picking up fucking bullshit that only sells for 1 or 2. That bucket, I'm not picking it up. I'll take stuff that can be used for crafting. But I'm not picking up any more crap like 1 or 2 gold piece value items just to sell. Mail armor. You're a bigger man than I, Gunga Din. I get that a lot, actually. Gareth Malady. Oh. I don't want to go over there and talk to all those people just yet. Let's go meet this elven lady first.
Pray to you for my seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
A portrait. A fellow so sly-looking, one immediately wonders where he got the coin to pay the artist. Maeve.
Sindelius, don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
Why don't we talk about some barter? Medium healing potions, resurrection scrolls, cross cranes. Ooh, look at this crossbow. Stinger, that's a nice dagger. Heavy armor that requires strength 12 but also gives intelligence. God damn it. Alright. She doesn't have any gold. What's going on?
The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
I'm sorry about your dead compatriot. Have my condolences.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together, on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead.
I can keep your spirits up, if you know what I mean. I mean, I can tell you jokes. Well, did you learn anything before the figurehead attacked?
Nothing. The ship is livewood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
Like how the game keeps reminding you of how elves are tree people. Yeah. Fucking tree people. Well, I'll be careful, Maeve. Even though I don't actually know your name.
Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all for nothing.
I'll try not to die.
Be careful around the figurehead, Godwoken. We can't afford to lose you.
Thanks. I'll be careful. You'll be dead! A fine trophy to commemorate the slaughter of an innocent beast. Nice. Make me feel like a dick for having it. Portrait of a man is wares. The other stuff I'll just wait till I get my party back.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
So here's that is a serious fucking figurehead, man. That is beast looking. Is it gonna incinerate me? It'll incinerate me, I'm pretty sure. Entire ship could be made of elves.
Hear my prayer. Show us.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea.
I'll take a closer look at the details.
There's an odd mark on the side of the figurehead. Battle damage, weather staining. It almost looks like a pattern, however.
I'm not going to risk it. Not yet.
Blessings to our
I'll
fallen.
come back after I've talked to people on the other end of the ship. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an epic-ass battle on this
Spare
ship.
me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Malady's tough. Level 12.
Very glad indeed.
Don't really care about fallen soldiers. Your character will have 18 wisdom and 18 intelligence. Nice. Very smart. My character has 18 strength and 18 charisma. There's quite a few bodies littering the deck. How many were lost in the battle?
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive.
Mutated giant kobold. Yeah. Is that like what Sylvester Stallone is? I guess? What do you mean he's alive? I fucking murdered him. What the hell?
Apparently, you didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
God damn it. What do you plan to do with him?
Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself the only Godwoken worthy of ascending. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, he'll face justice.
Cacophony is gonna be hilarious. He's gonna be hilarious. Good times for all. Hey, she said she wanted us to be buddied up in pairs. Do you want to have us, the two of our characters, be? Because what an unlikely pairing that would be. The the diva artificer, like super smart, with my character who's super dumb. They're pulling a Throne of Ball. Yeah, maybe they are. Please excuse me. I've suddenly remembered some critical business below decks.
What could possibly be more urgent than getting this boat moving again? She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
I've never known a ship to speak in the first place.
This is barbarous magic.
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of live wood. It has the spirit of an elven ancestor tree within it. It seems Dallas has found a way to bind that spirit to her.
It's fucking Dallas. I'm sick of her already.
That means only she can control it. Unless we can find a way to break the bond.
You have any leads on how to gain control of the ship?
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
Whatever.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
Ha! Number 2. Ah, Malady. I'm still waiting to find out what you do other than standing around being smug.
Hopefully, you'll never have to find out.
Lady of War, journal updated. Wolf Alone, journal updated. Apparently, Alexander is still alive. He's in a coma below decks on the Lady Vengeance. Maybe he can answer some questions when he wakes up. We learned that the Lady Vengeance is made from elven live wood, meaning that it is effectively conscious. Something is preventing the Seekers from taking control of it, however. The means of getting the ship moving must be hidden aboard it somewhere. We should search it thoroughly.
Maybe there's something below decks.
Oh, Simone's here. Okay, hold on. Now that people are wandering around like crazy. Bucket with water. Yeah, I'm good. Where did he go? Hey, Gareth. Bring your ass on back here. It's not made from elves. It's made from an elder tree. Or whatever. It doesn't say it's made from elves. Lady Vengeance is elves. Oh god. Gareth.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get this thing moving, shall we?
Wait, I'm gonna be the captain of the ship? Is this ship going to be my base? Because that'd be cool. He's got some money. In some legends, elves are made of wood. So they're flammable, easier to kill. These elves are made from wood, actually. Yeah. I guess. Or they're like living plant people or something. It's a little complicated. I know who hunts Godwoken. Lone wolves. Carry part of the contract with me right now.
He narrows his eyes, yet doesn't say anything.
Tell me more about Malady. I thought she was a seeker, too.
She's not exactly a seeker. She's not exactly an elf, either. Half demon, Meister Siva says, and I don't doubt it. I don't know how Siva came to know her, but Malady's a proper ally. She's not easy to like, but...
No, their plant-like nature still forms through the power of magic into bodies that are just like flesh, that you can't tell the difference, and there's no splinters. That's how it is in my version of this game. It's not easy to like. No, I kind of like her. I mean, she does seem to just stand around being smug, but...
But there are times I admire her coldness.
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade. He stares at nothing in particular before turning his gaze back to you.
What alignment are you going for your character, Sato? I'm thinking either unaligned or good for mine. Probably good. Well, your little tiff with Malady was interesting.
I won't let the fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallas, no better than Alexander, if I just tossed their remains into the sea. To think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. All this blood. Children ripped from families. Seekers ripped from me.
Yeah, he's a dick. We've established that. That's why I kicked his ass.
He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than leashed and flogged like the dog he is.
Well, I had fun kicking his ass.
Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found the others.
I have to admit, once upon a time, I served with Alexander.
Ah, we must have comrades in common. The Seekers were once part of the Order, my friend. When Lucian died, we waited. Yet Alexander never rose to divinity. And then we started to find more like him. More Godwoken. And we weren't the only ones looking. A killer had marked them too. The Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I loved them like family. I was naive. But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my character's gonna be good. I don't want to play another edgelord. In fact, I think he came from a tribe of good kobolds. The thing about kobolds is they always follow a dragon. Well, they don't always follow a dragon, but they prefer to follow a dragon if they can. But they could follow any kind of dragon. So my tribe of kobolds could have followed a good dragon and thus been... Maybe most of the kobolds weren't actually good. Maybe they were just like unaligned. But if they worshipped a good dragon, then it would make sense that at least some of them would be good. No cure for the common kobold. These were Tucker's kobolds. That's an old fucking reference. Let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead. Well, I can't wait to get moving, Gareth. What's the destination?
Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very welcoming, but you'll brighten it up, I'm sure. Got family near there. Not the adventuring types. For the best, really.
No, Gareth, your family is already dead.
Meister Siva's there too. My leader. Our leader.
Well, it's convenient we're going to Driftwood, since I have like 3 quests for there.
She held the Seekers together, when we had every reason to fall apart.
Well, tell me more about Meister Siva. She sounds interesting.
Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them.
I like the sound of that. Well, I suppose that's all I have to talk to you about for now.
Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
Don't know what that means at all.
May the fallen rest easy in the Hall of Echoes.
What was causing the Seekers to fall apart?
Gareth pauses, then shakes his head.
A mistake was made. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Well, then you suck. Goodbye.
Keep Lucian close.
Don't know what that fucking means. I guess we'll talk to Malady again now. See what she has to say with her smug self. Actually, let's talk to Simone first. Oh, the Red Prince is here. Weird, none of my other companions are, but just the Red Prince. Hey, Simone, why don't you calm down? Stop running about. Or keep running about. That's also an option.
You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
She sells some skill books. Okay.
our entire mission will have been for nothing if we don't escape from here. We have to get this ship moving.
Yeah, we will. Calm down. Alright, Malady. So that's like a masquerade that she's wearing. She doesn't have like... It's hard to tell when you're talking to her in the dialogue interface. It looks like she's just got something fucked up with her face. But no, I don't think she has anything fucked up with her face. I think she's just wearing a crazy mask. Also, what is this fucking weapon that she's got? I guess that's a type of staff. Like a crazy type of staff.
Think, damn it. Where would a Magister hide something?
Oh, my favorite godless wolf.
There's a few things I'd like to ask you, Malady.
Dying to hear them.
My first question is this. Why are you even helping me?
Her face crumples into a mask of concern. Her eyes are large and soulless.
Large and soulless, that's how I like them.
Why? Because I care, of course.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Malady.
You are so very, very welcome.
Why do I feel like Malady is Astarte from the first game? She's not, though, probably. I don't remember what happened to Astarte in the first game. Earlier, on the beach, you mentioned someone who wanted to meet me. The Meister? What did you mean?
Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. She's desperate to meet a living Godwoken. She'll be exceedingly pleased we're en route.
That all sounds very promising.
We'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular.
Well, you didn't answer my question. Who is this person?
She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that.
Where are we going?
A place called Driftwood, host to putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself.
Oh no! Hashtag nasty fish. Man, it's amazing how many sessions that group is playing and delaying their encounter with nasty fish. Like, session after session, I keep thinking, okay, now it's nasty fish time. And yet they manage to avoid coming up on nasty fish with all of their other antics and shenanigans and shenantics. Shenantics? Might have coined a word there.
You'll probably find it quite comfortable.
Thanks, Malady.
Oh, my favorite godless wolf. Dying to hear them. Oh, my favorite godless wolf.
Not just nasty fish, but nasty ass fish. That's right. I would like to know more about how the ship can be controlled, because I think it might be my base.
This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. It'd be too risky, and Dallas is anything but careless. There's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it.
Where should I start the search?
The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to incinerate or stymie you.
There can only be so many places to look.
You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some these Seekers might have missed.
Well, I'll see what I can find. Goodbye, Malady.
Please don't go.
A mug of wine.
Junk.
Because drinking wine out of a mug, nothing says class. Meat cleaver. That's worth a lot. I'm not going to pick up the broom. Or the bucket with water. Or the claw hammer. I will grab some nasty ass fish. Don't need another rope. Alright, Red Prince. What's cracking with you, my friend?
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say?
Sure, I'll welcome you to my party long enough to talk to you and find out what's up with you now.
Off we go, then.
Hello, Red Prince. What is Red Prince in this? Oh, I set him as a fighter, I guess. But see, he can actually, I can level him up. He's got like 1,000,000 fucking points to spend in everything. If I actually wanted to use him. He doesn't have any gear though. I would have to equip him. But no, I'm not going to use the Red Prince. I've got my party selected. And it is Sabir, Losa, and Fane. That's who I want to use. Second playthrough, I'll use the other three. Red Prince, Beast, and Ifan as an NPC. I already know for my second playthrough, I'm going to play Sabir as my character. And see how different her storyline plays out when you actually are her versus when she's in your party.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
Okay, Red Prince. What should we do next?
Why, sail for the mainland, of course. The sooner Fort Joy is but a blemish on the horizon, the better.
I'm disappointed that you don't have anything else to say right now, but goodbye. Alright, we got the Red Prince with us until we ditch him to take our real characters. So, I can go down below decks, which is probably where all the other characters are. Or I can go mess with the figurehead, which I'll do after I've... Let's go get the rest of the team together. Let's get the band back together, as they say. Nobody says that. Some people say that. Oh, this is my base! You now have a storage chest on the middle deck of the Lady Vengeance. Use the action menu to send items there for safekeeping. What? I don't even have to physically deliver items there? Wait, that says send to the Red Prince. That does not say send to the ship. What do you mean by the action menu? What the fuck is the action menu? Seriously, what is the action menu? Damn it, come back! What did that thing even say? Why are all of these? What did that say about the
Will I know it when I see it?
Use the action menu to send items there for safekeeping. Okay, what the fuck is the action menu?
Nothing. Damn it.
Hold on, let me try something. What if I go up here? And I'm like, hey, I'd like to send some items there for safekeeping. Well, maybe you can't do it if you're on the ship. Or maybe the action menu is a thing that I'm unclear about. Whatever. I can still physically walk to the chest and put the shit in there, I'm sure. Okay, so, oh, look at this place, dude. And you know we're gonna be getting into some fucking awesome battles on this ship, too. This is my base, man. My ship. Dude already said I'd be the captain of the ship once we got it moving. There's a skeleton here. There's all kinds of shenanigans. There's various rooms. Dallas's assistant. Is there another deck below this? There's the storage chest. There is another deck below this. I have a ship. I have a ship. Alright, well now that I know I have a ship, the question is, what do I even want to put in my storage chest?
She's a fickle mistress. She's mine, damn it.
Like, I have so much of this kind of stuff. Random junk that I don't know what to do with. I guess for now I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I can carry... Hey, what happened to my other point of strength? I had 22. Maybe I had a temporary buff on, like in Courage or something, when I had 22. I don't know. Exter. Oh, there's Homeboy's... See what's going on my ship. I'm not gonna loot any of this. I lied, I'm gonna loot a bunch of stuff. I have a stove that I can use to cook things. Medium healing potion. A washing tub. Whoa!
This again.
No, no, no. Get back out of here. I'm gonna leave these plates and cooking pots and stuff. I'm gonna take this dwarven stew though. Dallas's assistants. We'll see what they know. I don't know why I'm even taking all this beer. Were either of you guys watching when I found the treasure vault?
Junk.
The treasure vault was fucking awesome. There were all these giant piles of gold and like multiple chests and like all the soul jars and stuff, and it was really cool. The treasure vault was really cool. Ooh, tea herbs. Oh, training dummies. So I don't have to just beat up Thane when I want to test something. I'll still beat up Thane.
Boring.
Unfortunately, the giant piles of gold didn't really have nearly as much. You know, actual gold in them as one would like.
Well, there must be something around here.
Alright, let's talk to... Wait a minute. Oh, I already looted this. Let's talk to, assistants.
The silent monk leans from one foot to the other. He seems eager to move. The silent monk cocks his right ear towards you, then his left. He appears to be awaiting instructions. The silent monk cocks his right ear towards... The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something. As you approach, the silent monk puffs a bit of air from between her stitched lips. She seems agitated.
I wish there was something I could do to help these silent monks. Got an official workbench and an anvil that I can make stuff with. Got pieces of metal. Don't need that hammer. Ah, lucky charm.
What am I even looking for? Will I know it when I see it?
Exter, what are you doing?
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
Speak for yourself, bro. Oh, he's got stuff as a motherfucker. Hold on now. Finesse. Why finesse? Where's the armor for me? Where's the strength-based armor? Everything's fucking finesse. Oh, blank skill books. Some of this stuff's really expensive. Hey Exter, I collected all these bottles of beer here on the ship, and I was wondering if you would like to buy them from me. Also this shitty hammer. No, wait, I want that. $2,000.
Did you hear? We're bringing you to Meister Siva, the head of the Seekers. If we can get out of here, that is.
Beast. Now he's gonna want to join my party.
Well, if it ain't so-and-so. Ha! Just kidding, Ifan. We're good together. Like sea salt and tatties. Or jam on sweetbread. You care to team up? I'd say your stew could use a bit of beastly flavour, if you catch my meaning.
Alright, sounds like a good idea. Put your flavor in my stew, sir.
Now, onward! Missing hat, natty beard, vessel adrift. It's a sea captain's worst nightmare, it is.
What do you think we should do next, Beast?
Look, I don't know how to ask you this, but you alright up there?
He punctuates his point by rapping his own head a few times.
We get this tub moving. I mean, what else would we do, mate?
He notes your gaping mouth and slaps you on the back with a guffaw.
You hoping to catch some flies in that maw of yours? I'm joshing you. If you're gonna have an adventure, you need to get used to some ribbon, friend. Because let me tell you, if you're not laughing, you're dying.
Wise words, Beast. Wise words. Let's move on. Okay. That's our buddy Beast. He has a real name, but I don't remember what it is. They just call him, you know, the Beast of the Sea or some shit. Buckets. Buckets and ropes. What's in the barrel? What's in the barrel? There's also a rat here to talk to. But I don't have Losa with me. So my ability to talk to rats is rather poor at the moment.
Wish I had half a clue what I was looking for.
Where'd that rat go? Yeah, I have to get Losa to talk to the rat. Oh, there's Fane.
Whatever
And Leia.
I'm not finding it.
And Shiprat. And Dugan. Well, there's Fane, but where the hell are Sabine and Losa? They must be on the lowest deck. Trumpet of Death. With a name like the Trumpet of Death, this book is about a plant that speaks to our imagination. Etymologically, its macabre name comes from where it used to grow, in the middle of boiling lava. This plant seems to have the ability to withstand all types of conditions. You will literally find it anywhere, if you can find it at all. Trumpet of Death. Is that a euphemism? I don't know. Is it? Is it? Is it a euphemism? What's up, Fane?
I must say, you may not be an Eternal, but you are certainly not as temporary as many of your fellows. You handled yourself well. Personally, I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Wind travel may be primitive, but it is at least efficient.
Reaper's Coast. Why are you heading there, Fane? Thought you'd want somewhere more isolated.
If only. Alas, I do not have time for isolation.
Hashtag no time for isolation.
If you must know, there is an excavation site at the Black Pits on Reaper's Coast. I go to seek answers.
I would like to do that with Fane. Wait a minute. Can I romance Fane? I'm curious, Fane. What do you hope to find at this excavation site?
The only treasure worth digging for. Knowledge. I was investigating a site where several artifacts of my people have been found. Some were even intact. Alas, I was not the only one there. Those red-robed idiots were scurrying about too, trampling precious clues under their ignorant boots. They caught me when I failed to correctly respond to their questions, and dragged me here. Still, it's good to be on the move again.
So many bone puns could be made. Oh, Magisters were the red-robed idiots. Well, how did you respond to their questions?
They simply asked me what I was doing there, and I simply told them to be gone from my lands. I may have used the phrase pathetic mortals. Come to think of it, I may have used it several times. Damn fools. The faster we leave them behind, the happier I shall be.
Okay, we're going for it, Saito. We're gonna go down the romancing Fane track. Smile and rest my hand on his arm. You don't need to hurry. We're just getting to know each other, Fane.
Well, you see, I have a rather pressing engagement at the Black.
The skeleton breaks off mid-sentence as he notices your hand. He pulls out a notebook, flicking through it, running a finger down the pages.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coy looks. Good heavens. Is this a mating ritual?
You have no interest in romancing the bone. Oh my god. I can fucking romance Fane, guys. Mind blown. Mind blown. I don't know that I can do this. I don't know that I can do this. Alright, hold on. I need a quick save. And, what if it is?
Why, that would be excellent. I have been curious about this for some time. The social interactions, the expectations, the mechanics. Come now, let's begin immediately. I shall
Holy
compile my
shit.
notes afterwards.
What? Am I boning Fane right now?
Fane grabs your hand and enthusiastically pulls you behind the screen.
How does that even work? He's just a skeleton. He's just a skeleton. He doesn't have a penis. He doesn't have an anus. He doesn't have a throat. He doesn't have skin. Doesn't have organs. He doesn't have blood. How did I just have sex with Fane? Oh my goodness.
Well, that was most unusual. I mean, I had read all the leading authorities on it, but I didn't think... It's just... that thing you did with your tongue, it was quite unexpected.
Wow. The youthful course. I just romanced Fane. Game of the year. Game of the year 2017. Ah, yes, the youthful gore split. It's one of my more inventive tricks.
My goodness. It was certainly an experience, but I must admit I was expecting something more. Not from you. Certainly not from you. It's just that well, I felt nothing.
Yeah, of course you felt nothing. You literally don't have a nervous system.
Neither the warmth of your touch nor the fire of your passion. I may as well have been churning butter.
Oh, right then.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, you were perfectly adequate. Sublime test conditions, really. It's just, well, all these books promised a transcendental experience. Instead, it was merely biological. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. You can hear him muttering something about highly unorthodox, lack of sensation, and coccyx. You ponder his words as you pick up the last of your belongings. You're almost sure that's what he said.
Okay, goodbye, Fane. Journal update? Why does it keep doing this?
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Is this level of uncertainty common amongst your kind? You want me to walk with you. You decide you do not, and now you are reconsidering it once more? I'm almost certain this is known as flirting. I have read about it quite extensively.
This is the fucking Chris Avalone character. Well, I would like you to join my party, Fane.
Very well. Let's be off.
I got XP? For getting Fane back again?
How can one be seasick when one has no stomach? This is heinously unfair.
Okay, Fane, what do you, in your wisdom, think we should do?
Set sail, for the love of all things, set sail. The sooner I am off this carved monstrosity, the better.
Alright then, let's get on with it, Fane. Fane, you may have your mask and your face ripper. Let's see what his attitude with me is. The attitude is 80. Holy shit, Fane likes me a lot. He likes me a lot.
Yes? Is it an audience you desire?
Missing hat, natty.
Bathtub?
Now is not the time for a bath.
Why not? Leia's here. I wonder if she's still as useless as she was before.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move... Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Okay, Leia, whatever. Thanks for stuff. He's my sugar skull daddy, yeah. Are you gonna confront me or not?
Looking for? I'm not finding it.
Talk my way out. Wits. I need to end this episode. What? Panties. It smells like this particular pair missed more than one laundry day. What the fuck is this? Is this like some Japanese nonsense lurking its way into my Belgian role-playing game?
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Well, those go into the bag of random items to be kept for the duration of the game for no reason. I need to end this episode and continue with my second episode, and by second I mean third. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere because I'm not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now over, so thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Divinity Original Sin 2.